Who am I? I've been trying to answer that for the better much of like 5 months. And every single time I think about it, I don't know what to say. I think I'm a salesman. I think I want to be a businessman. I think I want to be a content creator. But what does that even mean? How can I even do it? And if I am doing it and if I am succeeding, even though I've seen the most amount of growth within this 2026, I still question if it's worth it. I still question if that's who I want to be. They say comparison is the thief of joy, but I can't help but compare. Um, I always look at people that aren't necessarily in the same category as me and doing better, and I try my best to, you know, block it out as much as I can, because at least what I believe or what I try to say is that I truly only want to compare my present self to my future self. And I think that's a way that you should abide by your life, but it's okay to have doubts. It's okay to be imperfect sometimes. I have not lived a perfect life. I don't think anybody has. I don't even think the most renowned people have. There is no Jesus, no Gandhi, nobody that has been perfect. If you are human, you are born with some type of imperfection. And that's what makes you beautiful. And that's what makes me question who I am. Because I'm not perfect. Because I make mistakes. It makes me think, secondly, about every decision. I like sales. I've been good with people. I've learned what it means to be a conversationalist and have conversations, but I still feel so lost. If this was the life that I wanted, if this are the steps that it takes to get there, I'm not sure. I think it's my brain trying to, I guess, disillusion me to step away from my dreams, stop doing everything and just hide in a hole. I think it feels so uncomfortable to the brink where it feels like it's at its ends. My hope is that I'll be able to get past that mode, get past that zone of my brain and embrace the uncomfortable feeling. But the more and more I live life, the more and more I experience my life, I start to realize that everything the grown-ups have always said have always been, I guess, true, at least to them. I recently quit my office job, and the hardest part wasn't even my last day. It was the email I sent before I told them I was going to quit. And it's because I knew I was kind of throwing away this security. I knew that if I was to quit this job, that I would be throwing away something that gave me so much, that allowed me to at least feel like I would have somewhere to go. And it's that little push that now is kind of following me into this new job I have, which is making me feel like I don't belong there. I'm good at it. I exceed at it. But it almost feels wrong. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I threw away my security for a opportunity, but this job doesn't feel secure. Even though it is, it basically is. On paper, it's one of the most secure jobs as long as you do your job. But feel so replaceable. I feel so minuscule in the grand scheme of all of this. And if my whole mission is to make money, I've learned that you can literally make money doing anything. And let me bring it back to like that kind of feeling of who I am in terms of my content. I first off want to say thank you. I've grown so much, and I've reached part of the dream that I believe that I should have for myself, and it's an unreal thought. I remember my friend told me, like, you have 1,000 subscribers or something like that. And he was like, imagine 1,000 people in this room with you right now. This room wouldn't even be able to fit 1,000 people. Be happy and be grateful for where you're at. And I am, but I still question, is it worth it? I think I've been making so many strides outside of what I believe is comfortable. And I think that's what's really, I guess, spiked or really confused me in terms of like my comfortability. And that's what I feel like is making me question a lot about what my identity is. I thought my identity was this guy that stays in the office. And now my identity is starting to feel like, oh, you're the sales guy. And then, oh, now my identity is like, oh, like you're the content guy. And those me kind of conforming to those, I guess, names, it makes me feel weird. I guess I never thought about it before, but now looking at it, all of us are conformed into different boxes based off other people's perspectives. And the person that I talk to the most out of everybody in my life is myself. And from me doing my own self-analysis, I'm conforming myself into my own boxes because it makes my brain feel better. And I have no idea why it does that. I have no idea kind of what I'm doing, but I believe that this is the correct step for me. I feel that not everything that you kind of want out of your life, everything that people tell you is not achievable, is achievable as long as you believe it. One of the biggest things that is kind of taught to you at a young age is religion, it's belief. But as the more you delve into it, and the older and wiser you get, the more and more you realize that it's, for the most part, all fabricated. Not to say that religion isn't real, because I myself am a monotheistic religious believer. But the strongest point of evidence of God's existence to all of us is just belief. So why not use that same will, that same belief, but into your own life? And that's what I've been trying to tell myself. And I hope the more and more I instill this kind of mindset into my life, I hope I can truly find out who I am. Because even at this moment, I still feel confused. But I guess it feels good, because I think I'm doing something. And I think at the end of the day, that's enough. It's the quote of, you will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I guess I'm just shooting my shot at my dreams, or whatever I believe them to be. And it's confusing. It's really, really, really confusing. But I'm trying. Anyways, I appreciate it. Peace.